everybody, how are you? Welcome to my 5th installation of Purge Your Storytime. I am coming to you today from Galaxy Studios, my daughter's studio that I have stolen for this purpose, to do my stories. Usually I'm in the booth and I dig it in there. It's cool. It's a great place to read and it's a great place to recite people's poetry and beautiful art, but I'm really loving the space. It's kind of hot here in California, so I'm really loving this space and I'm loving the cool psychedelic lights. Can I be honest? Let's just say how cool that is. She has a really awesome studio and I love it here. So I stole it so that I could do this for you guys. And you could hear some amazing poetry. Now, the poetess that I will be featuring today, her handle on IG is Sinead, MCG Poetry. And I'm telling you, her work is absolutely impeccable. It's deep. It makes you feel. And there's really not one piece on here you can go on and not say, wow. She really made me feel. She really made me go there. And you go there with her and you're in that spot. And sometimes her pieces can be extremely emotional. And other times her pieces can be a little bit more, just be honest, they're all pretty emotional. They're all pretty deep. She's a deep thinker and she's a deep writer, and I dig that about her. That's why I like her so much. That's why I love her so much. She really does go there and she takes you there with her. So without further ado, I'm going to read the piece and then we'll talk about it. But I literally just read the piece and I had not read it before because it's her last piece that she posted. And once I read it, I'm like, oh my God, because I was going to read something else, but once I read it, I'm like, I want to read this. I really want to read this piece, so I'm going to. And I really hope that my computer decides to behave, because I hate it when it doesn't. Anyway, without further ado. In the forest of forgetting, I run my hands along the bark. Feel the ridges scrape my hands, hug the trunk so close to me. For inside that precious tree, there is a person dear to me. Inside the trunk, he crouched and hid, serene within the falling twigs. Leaves caressed my naked skin, so soft, delicate shading him. His eyes locked up towards the sky, holding sounds of his cries. I wrapped myself around the tree to show him, yes, you can be free. For words translated in my brain, slowly clearing his choking throat. Easing pain from his heart, filling hope within his veins. He felt the alone, he felt the sun, a growing need to live begun. The branches weaved in magical ways, the sun it shone in memories. Burning passion for who he was, fighting with who he feels he is. I dig my hands in the soil to find that part he longs to feel. Entangled in its deepest roots, I dig and bury myself in truth. These roots hold the dearest parts of you. A gift, I gift them to you to start anew. I am the forest of forgetting. I will stay here and wait for you. I wrapped myself around the tree, the one that's so precious, so dear to me. Can you just talk about how awesome that was? Oh my God. Occasionally, I have a hard time getting through pieces like this and I will, lose it. But I thought that was absolutely beautiful and I kept my composure. Because sometimes, there is a really deep piece, I will just that's me. If you've watched any of my Purge Your Story times, you will see that. And I am sorry. And I got through it. I am so proud of myself. So Sinead, thank you so much, honey, for letting me read your work. You are amazing. I think that you are such an inspiration to me and so many others in your writing, in your words, in the things that you say in your stories. And your poetry is just a place that I love to go. I love to go to the places that you take your readers. I love to go there. And I think that you really have found your own... there's so many poets now and on IG and other places that are publishing work and doing things on IG that are, everybody's different, honestly. We all have our own flavor. Let's just be honest. We all have our own flavor, but she has found a taste all her own and a flavor all her own that really just hits you. And you can't help but go there with her and be a part of the poetry that she's writing for us. And hopefully I recited it enough that you understood it, and that you got something beautiful out of it, just like I did. And she's just one of my favorites, and she's so supportive. She's really actually one of the nicest human beings I've ever met. I love beautiful humans, and I will only feature you on Purge Your Storytime if I not only love your work, but if you are a beautiful human being. And there's no point in sharing negativity or hostile, ugly, nasty, anything. It's all about love and peace and joy, and sharing things that are beautiful. And I find so much beauty in her writing, and I hope you guys did too. So thank you guys so much for listening to my 5th installation of Purge Your Storytime. And my next feature is a poet. He is a gentleman. I kind of switch off back and forth, I've noticed. I go from lady to gentleman, lady to gentleman, lady to gentleman, because I think that that is fair and that is right. Because there are tons of amazing poets out there, and there are tons of wonderful poetesses out there. So I really hope you enjoyed today's Purge Your Storytime and my reading, and I will see you next time on my 6th installation of Purge Your Storytime. Have a beautiful, wonderful day. Stay blessed, stay healthy, and I will see you soon.